And so when you look out upon the world, you see all manner of things that are going on, but you don't see what's behind the manifestation of all this nastiness that's happening. You don't see at times the beauty and the love and the harmony and the life that's untouched by what you're seeing. And so you have to regulate your mind. You have to say, I'm standing in truth, and I see only truth today. I'm standing in truth, capital T truth, not facts. I'm standing in truth, and that's all that I see is dynamic truth. So you start to re-engineer your imagination. You start to train the mind differently to see that which is true. What's true? Omnipresence. What's true? Omnipotence. Omniscience. What's true? Beauty, love, intelligence, harmony, well-being. That's what's true. I see only that which is true. And then the virus of the mind that causes you to see separation will begin to fight and begin to try to hold on to that perception and all of the undergirding defense mechanisms that you have developed to have that perception and survive in the world of your own creation with a dynamic group agreement about it that lends itself to greed, avarice, hate, bigotry, racism, homophobia, not enoughness, that particular world that's been created by the misuse of the imagination with an injection of fear and doubt and worry. You begin to see through that world. You see through that world. Your mind begins to be taught differently. This is what we go through when we're training practitioners here, and it takes a period of time to grab the mind back from the world of experience and the things that have happened to us on an experiential level, and to see the world from that experiential dimension, and to have many little breakthroughs into, oh my God, there's a part of me that's never been hurt. Oh my God, there's a part of me that's always been alive. Oh my God, there's a part of me that will never die. Oh my God, until the mind starts to shape itself around that love and that law, and then a practitioner of truth is born. Not merely a licensed individual, but a practitioner of truth is born where the mind starts to see and look for the truth, you see. And now you can wake up and have the technology to go forth in your day without anxiety, without worry. You don't deny that it's there, but you don't let it run the show. You don't just go get a whole bunch of prescriptions to drugs to just get rid of it, because it's still there on a mental level, on a thought form level. You may have smoked and drank and done whatever you needed to do to not feel it, but it's still working there. You see, you want to uncover it. You want to stop and you want to look at the fear. And you want to work your way back. What am I afraid of? Loss. Well, there's never no loss in the universe. You want to work your way back, and you find the lie that you're telling yourself. It's not enough good to go around. You find the lie that you're telling yourself, and begin to say, I'm standing in, and I'm seeing the truth. The mind starts to operate. Now, without any dissolution or lack that comes from you being you, you find your gifted area and you begin to share it, knowing that as you're sharing this cosmic energy, it's not taking away from anyone. You find your place in this world. You find your place in this world that your mind has trained you to see, while you're beginning to see the other world. You're beginning to see what the future self sees. You're beginning to see the next stage of human evolution. And so, a condensate, let me just say this, that in the quantum reality, well, the Newtonian reality, there's a statement that says two things cannot occupy the same space and time. It's an impossibility. But in quantum reality, they can, because they're vibrating on different frequencies and in different dimensions. So you can have two things in the same space at the same time, but at different frequencies. So what happens is, you do your work, and you start to see the world as it appears to be. At the same time, you start to see the world that God sees. Same time, same space. But you're seeing the real world, new heaven and new earth, while you're walking through the transitory world, and your frequency is lifting the physicality of the old world into a higher frequency. You're not getting rid of it. It's being lifted by your vibration into the new heaven and the new earth. So that as tens of hundreds and thousands of individuals start to become still enough and prayerful enough and meditative enough and celebratory enough and are allowing the sacred chant, the sacred dance, nataraj, the sacred dance, the sacred prayer to take over their life. They walk and talk from the truth. And the lessons that are learned happen more gracefully rather than in difficulty. Hear this again. Everyone has to learn lessons. Everyone is available for greater blessings. Only thing you're determining is whether they're going to happen with difficulty or whether they're going to happen with grace. Yes. Entry into the graceful way is to not add the ingredient of fear, hate, separation. Even when we're working in the world and there are forces of negativity, forces of misogyny, forces of racism, forces of bigotry in the world, even with that, we're rising and doing what we're called to do. But in a field of a dynamic love that's more powerful than any force in creation, the field of infinite peace, more powerful than any transitory thought form. Yeah. So now you can stand. And on an individual level, you can say, I'm standing in truth and I see truth. On an individual level, you can begin to dissolve the fear or take it with you as it transmutes itself into excitement and enthusiasm as you're keeping an eye on it. You're keeping an eye on it. I see you, fear. Mm-hmm. You think you're just going to take over? Oh, no. I got an eye on you. And the fact that I'm watching you means you're already transmuting because I'm aware of you, and my awareness is speeding up the frequency and the vibration. So now